Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. Topping the list for us, a bit of relief, if you will, from the wildfire danger. Tonight, roads in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park are opening back up. You know, we told you about those road closures yesterday, with the park telling visitors to go elsewhere due to the risk of fire and the danger posed by strong winds with enough force to push trees over. Newfound Gap Road is the latest to reopen. That was slated to happen at around 6:30. Earlier, the park reopened Little River Road, Laurel Creek, Cades Cove, and Cherokee Orchard Roads, plus Foothills Parkway West also reopening. Now, rangers say more roads will open tomorrow, and they add that Elkmont and Cades Cove campgrounds are open as well. But they're cautioning visitors to watch for other hazards like wet roads, fog, possibly even some snowfall or freezing temperatures up in the higher elevations in the mountains. Also, rangers want hikers to be careful on all the trails, watching out for those downed trees, limbs. Trail crews, we understand, will be out tomorrow checking for trail hazards. And even with the rain, the burn ban is still in effect for all campgrounds as well as charcoal use. That's going to stay until further notice, so keep it tuned here. We'll let you know when that changes. Our next Big 7 at 7 story for you, more wildfire progress. Cocke County Mayor Rob Mathis tells us the fire along Cabbage County Road, that's south of Newport, was 100% contained as of about 9:30 this morning, with about 15 acres damaged at last check. Viewer Michelle Queller took this video in the area overnight. That fire now in the hands of rangers from the Cherokee National Forest. As for the Wilton Springs fire, the county's emergency management agency latest update shows it is 100% contained as well, with an estimated 26 acres scorched. Some buildings were threatened, but EMA Director Joe Esway says nothing was lost. Now, what you're looking at here is video from a first responder in Cocke County with really quite the story to tell. Ty Spann is a Cocke County E911 dispatcher, and after his shift ended, Spann then shifted into his next role in serving the community as a Cosby volunteer firefighter. He helped fight the fires until 3 this morning. Spann says the fire was one of the worst he's seen.
I'm going on my 3rd year here. With the drought coming and the winds the way they did, the only thing I've seen worse than this is over there in Sevier County. The Wares Valley fire last year and the Seymour fire. We appreciate them as much as they appreciate us. They support us, whether they're coming out for our dinners or any kind of fundraisers or just making plain donations. They help us. That's how we're able to get these vehicles ready and to go on fires and do what we do.
Also in Cocke County, up to the North Carolina state line, the Black Bear fire has reportedly burned now 1,888 acres. As of this morning, Forest Service workers on the North Carolina side were saying the fire is 42% contained. Also from those forestry officials, a note to remember about why today's rain doesn't mean the end of the threat. They point out that heavier fuels like the ends of logs and holes where stumps have burned will retain heat if those burned over areas dry out and the winds pick back up. Now, those hot spots can lead to flare-ups, but at least for right now, foresters are not expecting that to happen under the current conditions. We are checking on the firefighting progress in another part of the mountains for you tonight. In Blount County, around 9 this morning, the voluntary evacuation request was lifted for the Townsend area. Now, the wildfire on Rich Mountain grew overnight from 2 acres to 6. The efforts to contain and extinguish the fire continued as well today, with bulldozers creating containment lines and more air support. Crews were brought in. Fire Chief Don Stallions with the Townsend Volunteer Fire Department tells us the key to success can be summed up in one word: teamwork. A helicopter was used to deliver water. Forestry crews had those bulldozers, and the National Park and the Cherokee National Forest crews responded to the call.
On these fires, you had several different agencies. You had National Park Service, you had Tennessee Department of Forestry, you had Blount County Sheriff's Office, you had Townsend Police Department, Townsend Volunteer Fire Department, all working together, all working seamlessly and coming together to protect our citizens. And that's a really neat thing that you don't find in a lot of places, that communication, that cooperation.
Here's another impact from the fires and strong winds. Anakeesta stayed closed today after first announcing it would open 3 hours late. Astrolumina, the park's Enchanted Night Walk, will also not operate this evening. All right, a big story breaking in the last 90 minutes. The verdicts are in for 3 teens accused in a shooting that targeted 2 fellow teens. The jury finding Ahmad Gatlin guilty on all counts covering attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault, and theft. He could face 21 to 62 years in prison. But jurors found Rashawn Jordan not guilty, and they could not come to a decision on DeAndre Davis. Now, the shooting happened in January of 2021. Prosecutors claimed Gatlin, Jordan, and Davis were inside a stolen car when shots were fired at 17-year-old John Mathis and another teen, Asley Mills, as they drove away from Austin East Magnet High School. Now, we followed the trial for more than a week now. Jordan and Davis are serving life sentences in the killing of another Austin East student. A Knox County deputy is in the hospital after he crashed and then got trapped in a burning patrol vehicle while trying to chase down a speeding car. According to the sheriff's office, around 7 o'clock, an officer noticed a black Jeep Grand Cherokee with a dealer tag speeding out of the Kia dealership on Parkside Drive. The officer tried to stop the vehicle, but the driver just kept going, ignoring red traffic lights and speeding more than 90 miles per hour at some points. 2 other officers then joined in the chase as the car headed north, but one lost control of their patrol vehicle and crashed. The car caught fire, trapping the officer until other law enforcement and 2 bystanders pulled him from the debris. That officer was quickly taken to UT Medical Center, where we are told he's still recovering tonight. Meanwhile, Air Watch followed the fleeing car to a home on Chinkapin Lane, just north of Middlebrook. Marcus Johnson Jr. apparently broke into a home there and was found upstairs. He apparently had a backpack with him filled with drugs, drug paraphernalia, and unused baggies. He's now in custody, facing several charges tonight, including aggravated burglary and possession of drugs. Our Big 7 list wraps up as we continue to follow a multi-state manhunt for you tonight. More than a month after his escape from custody, missing federal inmate Sean Williams has now been spotted in Florida. The FBI Tampa office posted today that Williams was just spotted in Pinellas County, Florida. Again, this is in the Tampa area. You'll remember just last week that he was seen near Silva, North Carolina. Williams escaped from federal custody last month while on the way to a court hearing in Greenville, Tennessee. He has been indicted on federal charges of production of child pornography and state charges of child rape. Of course, we'll continue to update as information continues to come into our newsroom. Young Williams is asking the city and county to let law enforcement relinquish their duties of animal control duties and allow them to take over. Now, the first reading of the resolution passed unanimously at last night's county commission meeting. Right now, animal control officers are the ones to respond to a scene. If an animal is seized, they then drop that animal off at Young Williams. Now, the change would allow Young Williams to respond directly to the call. Animal control officers would still be able to enforce local ordinances and write citations as needed, but the goal is to educate and assist pet owners.
And last year we took in over 11,000 animals, so a lot of those animals are just stray, lost, and as far as owner surrenders are concerned, you know, we want to connect those people with our Pet Resource Center. 40% of people or more don't want to surrender a pet. Again, they just don't know that resources exist.
Testerman tells us that the Knox County Sheriff, the police chief, and both mayors are on board with this change. Those who currently work for animal control with the city and county would have the opportunity to apply for the same positions under Young Williams.